Hi guys, this is AruvaChan and I am back to try out another Arteza Art Quality Expert Art Supply. And today what I'm going to be trying out is the Arteza 72 watercolor pencil set. Now this also came with a set of watercolor paper, and I'm going to be also testing this out to see how it feels with the watercolor pencils. Now this is not as heavy as my regular watercolor paper. It is actually 110 pounds, which I'm not sure if you can see from this angle, but it says it's 110 pounds, which means it's still fairly heavy. Like it's heavier than a lot of store-bought watercolor paper. So I'm hoping that this will be really, really nice with these pencils. It's so pretty, so nice, so glossy. Very professional. Put this one over. So I'm going to be doing a swatch for every single pencil that I have in this set, and I am going to be doing it on this paper so we'll be able to see which one looks like what, and hopefully they all look different, because right now they all kind of look similar. And I will be putting their numbers underneath, like there's numbers right here on the spine of the pencil. So I'll be doing the numbers underneath all of them. And I'm going to start from the very last bin, which actually I should start from over here, shouldn't I? Because they all have different numbers, I believe. Like this one is A023. Alright, this is all of the colors, all 72 of the colors. So there are a few that look semi-similar, like these two kind of look similar, as well as like some of the yellows. These yellows are, I don't know if it's just my eyes or if you can see it better on camera, but like the oranges, like all of the very vibrant colors all somewhat look the same, but I'm sure once you blend them into each other, they look different. Some of them you can't even see the name, like this one you can't even see the name. I didn't even put the white one on. I tried to put the white one right here, and me not thinking I was trying to put white on white paper. So there is 71 different colors here, and I luckily got them all into a nice 4 stack, or 5 stack, I guess. That's 5. So these are all of the colors, and I definitely think I really like the blues a lot. Like these are definitely, this is my favorite blue right here, and this is probably my favorite pink, or even this one. This one's really pretty. But these are all of the colors, and I will be doing a speed paint to kind of get the hang of using these pencils. Alright, I'll see you guys then. So, back when I was in high school, I actually had a 12-pack of those Crayola colored pencils, and I would constantly be making pictures just like this one. I have another one right underneath it. It's supposed to be Twilight from My Little Pony and Applejack from My Little Pony, because I'll show you, I was obsessed with My Little Pony stuff at that point, and this was when I was probably a senior in high school. So I think I would like to redo this picture just because there's so much blue. I think I'd really like to redo this, and she's not going to be Twilight anymore, and if she is, she's only going to have a slight resemblance of Twilight, but I really, really like this picture because there is just so much vibrant color, and I think it would be the perfect picture to redo with these beautiful new pencils.
So now we're going into voiceover land. I just wanted to start off by saying this is a sponsored video, and if you guys are interested in any of the pencils that I'm using, like the colored pencils, this is I do have a discount code in the description, and I have a code for the Arteza website where if you don't want to buy these pencils or the paints that I've used before, then you can just use my discount code and it'll give you 10% off. And those will be in the description, and I think they're really, really good. And honestly, I haven't used colored pencils in a long time. Like I said, I haven't used them since probably high school, which for me, I graduated in 2013, so it's been quite some time. I'm actually really old now. Oh my god. But I really wanted to remake this with these colored pencils because I haven't made anything with colored pencils in such a really long time. The last time I did was probably these little pictures, and I don't usually use colored pencils so often, but these are actually really nice, really good quality, and they're watercolor too, so when I am doing watercolor paintings, I will be able to actually do watercolor stuff and then go over it with these pencils because how nice and how well they blend into each other. And I didn't actually use any water with any of this, but I totally could have. And honestly, with the level of like building that I did for this, I probably could have done it and had it be really smooth, but I really just wanted to test the watercolor pencil, or I guess the pencil side of these watercolor pencils. Not so much the watercolor. Maybe I'll do another video on the watercolor aspect, but for this one I just really wanted to try out how they felt, and they did feel really good. I never really did much with colored pencils, but the building with these and shading with these felt really smooth, and I did have to build for a while, but I kind of think that's just a regular thing you have to do with colored pencils. I'm not too sure. I'd have to ask some of my friends who are watercolor or pencil artists, but I'm pretty sure all you have to do is continue to layer and everything looks good and everything will look concise, and I feel like that's the main thing, because the more that I layered, the better it looked and the more smooth it looked, because right now there's like a lot of white showing underneath because it is still watercolor paper, but the paper picked up the pencils really, really nicely. And I did want to remake this piece because I am not in the My Little Pony fandom anymore, and my love for My Little Pony has kind of fizzled out, and I don't really like, I don't know, looking back and thinking, oh, I missed that. But I do have a lot of really good art from around that time, and I definitely think it is worth revisiting now that I am a little bit more advanced in my skills. And I definitely think this is a very good technique if you are having art block or having a lot of troubles, like struggling a little bit, because I know for me, I've been struggling a lot with art block and trying to figure out what I want to draw or what I want to paint, and going back and remaking old stuff usually just gives me the little bit of boost of information and inspiration that I need to actually get going. Ooh, and this is my favorite part. So I started putting down the blue, and it's crazy how watercolor pencils, or I should stop calling them watercolor pencils, colored pencils. It's weird how colored pencils work, because I'm used to watercoloring or painting, and you start off with a wash of color and then you will build with that, and it's the same generally for these pencils, except they are pencils, so you have to draw the entirety of it. And this is a huge piece of paper. I don't know if you saw how big it was, but it's bigger than a 9x11. It's probably like double or triple the size of a normal piece of paper. And I don't usually draw this big, so by the end of this, my little blue pencil, my poor blue pencil, was, I don't know, I don't even know, I had to shave it down like 20 times just to get all of this detailing done. And I really do think, in the end, I really, really loved how it came out. But this is one of those things where if you're having troubles with art or with art block, maybe reach out and try a new supply, because I have been doing pretty much all digital stuff, and I got into this really big art rut, and I literally needed to take a month break. That's why I haven't been posting so often, but I'm back now. I swear I'm back. But I got into this huge art rut, and I didn't want to create anything, and I genuinely didn't make any art for a complete month. Like, the only thing that I made was little paintings, which were just paintings for me trying out my watercolor set that I'd never used. But this is the first time I've picked up colored pencils and actually made a drawing, and I'm actually really happy with it. There are a lot of differences now with this picture versus the picture that I had drawn in the beginning. So the picture in the beginning was of Twilight Sparkle, and I did say that earlier, probably twice now. But this one, she's just a generic anime girl, and I'm not really trying to go for anything crazy. I'm not trying to go for anything storytelling wise. I just wanted to do a picture of an anime girl because it is low stress for me. Like, I don't have to think of anything. I don't have to remake any ideas. I don't have to challenge myself. This is just something that makes me feel good and I'm comfortable with. And honestly, for me right now, I feel like that's an a-okay thing. If you are also going through a hard time, like you can't seem to find inspiration or get better, maybe just take a break and do what you like and do what you're good at. For me, I definitely think I am proficient in forward-facing anime girls, which is it's anime 101 if you are a weeb or whatever. You have to know how to draw a 3/4 facing anime girl, and that's pretty much it. But this is something that I never really grew out of, I suppose. I really do still love drawing anime girls because the eyes are so big and the hair is so shiny and the skin is so soft looking. I don't know, I love it, and I definitely think this is one of those things that I just constantly want to draw. And for me, like, I want to improve also. That's the bad thing. I want to step away from anime, and I'm always, like, trying to push myself, which I think may have pushed me into an art block because I was trying so hard to get out of my comfort zone that I left it completely. And then I felt lost. But I definitely think this is sort of a step back, or a half step back, so I'm not as uncomfortable out of my comfort zone trying to do new stuff. And I'm gonna try to work everything around how I feel comfortable. Like, I've been doing more backgrounds, and I've been doing more characters, and I've been doing more poses, and there's a lot of stuff that I'm actually trying to do within my art comfort zone. And I definitely think it's been working because I have been doing more traditional stuff. And if you have noticed this, good eye, because I haven't been posting very many videos on here, but I do have a lot on my Amino, which, if you can find me on Amino, I'm on the Art Amino, and I have an account on the Art and OC Amino, which I don't post on the Art and OC Amino anymore, but I do post on the Art Amino, so I've been doing a lot of videos on there. So if you want to see any of those videos, I can link it down in the description. But this is somewhat of a change for my art and this is a lot of new stuff for me, and me being able to just do it has been really freeing, and it's been really fun. Like, there's no pressure to create anything good. A lot of my videos are only about 1.5 minutes long, but I genuinely have fun making the videos. Like, I'll paint for an hour and a half, and then I'll make a 1.5 minute video, and I have to edit it down, but you know, this is the easy part, basically. Like, I don't have to talk, which I genuinely have a hard time doing sometimes. I don't have to think about anything to talk about. I don't have anything to sort of bounce off of you guys. I just get to let you guys watch me draw, and I kind of want to move more towards that, but at the same time I understand that it's kind of boring to watch, just me paint. But I do think that I will find a happy medium with all of this. Like, I'm going to be able to talk to you guys and be able to kind of bounce off my ideas off of you guys, and you'll be able to give me a little bit of feedback. And there's also the point where I want to get more into drawing. Like, I was a very big gossipy channel for a little while there, and I kind of want to move away from that. And I know a lot of people they live for the drama, but I do not live for the drama. I get really exhausted with the drama, so I'm going to try to move a little bit away from that and just try to do more art-based stuff. So if you guys have any ideas for what you'd like to see, like maybe tutorials or just paintings or anything like that, just let me know, and I will try to accommodate to my best ability, because I will be moving away from, you know, drama and things that happen in my life that are, you know, I could never live, blah blah blah. I don't know. Like, when I say things that I have to vent about, I'll vent about them, but it's not going to be every video, and it's hard for a few people, because I know a lot of people follow me for just that, and I can't continue on. I can't. It's too hard. I'm such a crybaby. I know a lot of all of this has been really good for me, and a lot of this has been really good for everybody here, but I definitely think I'm done being a drama channel, and I'm just gonna try and focus more on that, more on art. So I'm probably going to leave it off on that. If you guys are interested in joining my Discord, I have a Discord that we all talk and chat, and there's contests, and there's art challenges, and all of that's really fun. There's a lot of people in there who everybody's really friendly. I also have an art amino, which I may be going on more, maybe. You can find me on the art amino, and you can find my amino on amino, if you guys are interested. I want to thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!